What's going on, y'all? I'm in front of the camera once again. So, the other week I was challenged or asked the question, if I were ever to be given an invite to a TED Talk, what would my subject matter be? I had to think about it, actually. There's a lot of things that I can talk about, but there's only really, truly one thing that I have that a few people don't have, and that is a positive attitude. So I titled the subject matter, The You in Attitude. Now you've got to understand, I didn't always start off with a positive attitude. I haven't always been running around with a grin on my face like an idiot. And the reason being is that it is a depreciative skill, much like anything else. Depreciative skill, you ask? Yes. It's something that you have to work out every day. You have to feed it energy, you have to show it love, and you have to want to improve it. How do you improve an already positive attitude? What the case is maintaining a positive attitude in the face of adversity. So I'd like to share with you some background information about myself. As I mentioned before, twice now, that I wasn't always positive, but I was introduced to a high-level concept very early on in my life as a 10-year-old, and that was the concept of time. There are 60 seconds per minute, 60 minutes per hour, 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week, etc., etc. Now, you gotta understand, that was a pretty high-level concept for me because I had asked, how much time do I have on this planet? My parents didn't know, my mentors didn't know, my teachers didn't know, no one knows, and the answer that I kept bumping into was, God only knows. So, I became impatient, and I was bitter, because I wanted to get on to living my life at the fullest right out of the gates. And again, that's not how that works. I also realized that no one can rewind time, no one can fast forward time, no one can stockpile more time than me, and in fact, you can't even stop it. You can stop a clock, but you can't literally stop time. Thankfully, as I grew older, my impatience and my anger for having to just grow up really quick subsided because my mom had died when I was 21. My mom had passed at the age of 49. That's right. It was gastric cancer, and it took her life very quickly. She was diagnosed on October 1st, and she was gone by December 17th. So I made her 49 years old, which by modern standards, that is a very young age. And every year that I step closer to that, it gets me thinking. What it gets me thinking about is what she had said, that of all the things, she had a lot of regrets. And I didn't want to pay for regret, because you can pay for regret all you want, and you'll never be able to pay it in full. And speaking of paid, I learned in microeconomics in my college class, shortly after my mom's death, was the concept of opportunity cost. What is opportunity cost? Well, I'll tell you. And I didn't know about it until then either. Opportunity cost is the cost, whether it's your time, whether it's your money, or some intrinsic value that you assigned, but it's doing one task and not being able to do another. The example I was given was that if you like bicycling, the opportunity cost is you can't do underwater basket weaving. So that if they're mutually exclusive items and not like tasks, there is no way you can accomplish both. So it was easy to come to the conclusion that for every minute that you're sad, mad, frustrated, angry, those are all those minutes that you are robbed of not being happy. So I decided then and there that my opportunity cost would not be hindered by anger, frustration, all those things that changed my positive attitude into a negative attitude. And while I understand that you is not in the middle of the word attitude, it is at the heart of the word. From me to you, be safe, be well.